So welcome everyone. This is our quarterly meeting, June 4th, Bristol MPO. Thank you all for joining us. At this time, I'm going to take roll call, and when I call your name, if you will please unmute yourself and say present. I'll start with the board members first. Bill Sora.
Present.
Philip McCall.
Present.
Al Bradley. Okay. Rhonda Sawyer.
Present.
Blake Ayler.
Present.
Kevin Wingard. Okay, Rex, we do have, it looks like 5 of the voting members present for a quorum. Others joining us, I see we have, of course, Rex leading us, Dave Metzger, Tim Beavers, Troy Ebert, Mike Russell. Is there anyone else participating that we would like to recognize? Okay.
Madam Chairman, Tim Beavers, we have no people here in the annex for public participation at this time.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yes, we're doing this virtually and as well as those that might be in attendance. Okay, well, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Rex to talk about the format of conducting this electronic meeting. If there's any questions that we need to answer.
Thank you, Chairman. Tennessee Executive Order 16 and subsequently Executive Order 34 and Virginia House Bill 29 suspended state law in reference to open meetings to the extent necessary to allow governing bodies to conduct essential business rather than being gathered as a physical forum to do it electronically. The MPO should make a determination that it's necessary to conduct an electronic meeting for the health, safety, and welfare for all concerned in light of the COVID-19 outbreak. And at this time, it would be appropriate for the executive board to confirm that they believe that an electronic meeting is necessary. If any board members disagree, then the meeting should be adjourned until a later date. By roll call vote, a yes vote means that yes, you concur that an electronic meeting is necessary. Mrs. Sawyer?
Yes.
Mr. Ayler?
Yes.
Mr. Sora?
Yes.
Supervisor McCall?
Yes.
And Amber?
Yes.
We're good to go, Chairman.
All right, thank you all. So at this time, if you'll refer to your packets, I hope that you've had a chance to read the minutes from our regular meeting on March 12th. Does anyone have any corrections for the minutes as published?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay, all those in favor, I will call your name. Please say aye, or if you had any other corrections. Motion was made by Bill. Sora?
Yes.
Okay. Philip McCall?
Yes.
Al Bradley is not present. Rhonda Sawyer?
Yes.
Blake Ayler?
Yes.
Kevin Wingard? Still not present. And I also am in agreement. So the minutes stand approved as published with all those present in the affirmative. At this time, we always traditionally open up the floor for any public comment on any matter on the agenda. Is there anyone in our participants joining us that would like to address the board? If so, you can unmute yourself and state your name. Okay.
Madam Chairman, we have Pamela Conderbrock and Sean Santella from FHWA Tennessee Division. They're trying to get theirs unmuted. They're participating.
great.
They can hear us, but they are having troubles unmuting, but we'll work on that while
Okay.
you all carry on.
Great. Well, we'll have time at the end. Thanks, Sean and Pam, for joining us. I noticed there's 4 in the messages in the chat. I can't see them. Maybe Shane can. I'm clicking on it, but nothing. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. They're just trying to get connected. Okay, very good.
And I
Well,
think
at this time,
Madam
hey,
Chairman,
Pam, I
Pam
see
probably,
you now.
yes.
Thanks for joining us. Okay, great. Well, if you have any other comments, we'll address that at the end. Let's get to the agenda items. In your packet, you would have item number 6, which is amendment number 1 to the fiscal year 2021 Unified Planning Work Program. I hope you all have had a chance to look that over, but I'm going to turn it over to Rex to give us the background, please.
Thank you. Unified Planning Work Program is the document that outlines the MPO's planning activities for the fiscal year. Back in August of 2019, we adopted a 2-year work program. However, the Virginia funding for the FY21 fiscal year was estimated at that time. So this amendment really just incorporates the final allocations from Virginia into the document. It's not a whole lot of difference in the amount of money, just a little over $3,000. Technically, this probably could have been an administrative adjustment, but Virginia likes to treat the UPWP as a 1-year document, so we're doing a resolution. The work program still has the same priorities for 2021, our travel demand model, our long-range transportation plan update, Virginia Smart Scale projects, Tennessee Improve Air projects, and of course 2020 census as the product releases are available. So resolution 2006 would approve amendment number 1 to the UPWP. I'll be adding any questions.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 20-06.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Bill. I couldn't see.
It was Blake, Amber.
Thank you, Blake. Sorry, I was just looking at Rex. All right, well, I'm going to take a roll call vote on amendment number 1, which is item number 6 on our agenda, amendment to the UPWP. All those in favor, when I call your name, please say aye. Bill Sora,
Aye.
Philip McCall,
Aye.
Rhonda Sawyer,
Aye.
Blake Ayler,
Aye.
and does the chair vote? I guess I can vote.
Chair can vote.
Just don't make motions. All right, all those in favor passed unanimously for those present. So thank you all. Moving on, item number 7, our Virginia Smart Scale Application Endorsements, Resolution 20-07. Again, turn it over to Rex to give us a background.
Thank you. Smart Scale is the Commonwealth of Virginia, more specifically the Commonwealth Transportation Board's process for prioritizing projects for funding. It's an application-based process. It's opened up to regional agencies such as the MPO or planning commissions, counties, cities, and towns to submit proposals for funding. We have a total of 8 projects in the MPO area that's being submitted by jurisdictions, as well as some projects by the MPO. Quickly, I'm going to go through these and we can come back to any that you want to. This is the City of Bristol roundabout proposal for Martin Luther King and Morse Street roundabout. This is a here's Martin Luther King Boulevard, Lee Street, and you might remember there's a roundabout already approved just north of there at Euclid Avenue and Highway 11. This is the second project of the city of Bristol. This is widening of the Lee Highway from Alexis to Dominion Place. That's the western section. This is just short of the Walmart entrance right here. This is Alexis Drive back here. This is a 4-lane widening project. This is the second year it's been submitted for funding. This is town of Abingdon application. This is a roundabout at Thompson Drive and Stanley Street. This is currently controlled by a stop sign here, and the high school is down here. So this gets a lot of school traffic. This is a Washington County, Virginia project. This is a roundabout at US 58, which is known as Jeb Stuart Highway, and Highway 11, which is Lee Highway. This is direction back to Abington. The new hospital is out in this direction. This is Jeb Stuart Highway there. This is also the second year that this project has been submitted for funding. This is also Washington County, Virginia. It's a little hard to see. This is access improvements. It includes a lot of turn lanes, closing some median openings. The two big parts of this project are, this is a new road from Rustic Lane down to Route 58, right in here. This red light here will be removed. That's Chantilly Way. This intersection will line up with Elementary Drive. And it also has a relocation of State Highway, which lines up to this commercial district over here, and it closes the public service road there that goes up to the sheriff's office. Now, this is an MPO submitted project on behalf of the city of Bristol, Virginia. This is the eastern section of the Lee Highway widening. Once again, we're going from, there's the entrance to the Walmart. This is up just short of Old Airport Road. This would be exit 7 area there. This is an ID1 frontage road project. This is actually the first phase of a proposal to do a frontage road from Bristol all the way to Abingdon. This is beginning here at, this is exit 7. This is Old Stage Road, which ends out here. Then it will go on new alignment all the way over to, this is Flame Drive. So this is the all new roadway here. And it would end here at Old Dominion. And this is, for reference, this is Lowry Hill subdivision right there. This is the first year that this project has been submitted. The last project, this is in Abingdon, another Bristol MPO project. This is the extension of Cook Street, which ends right here. So this will be the new roadway all the way over to Stone Mill Road. This is the old Food City. This is exit 17 and Cumming Street over here. This would eventually, this is just the first phase of what would join Frenchmore Boulevard over here. So all 8 projects have already gone through the pre-application process. They've been screened to make sure they meet the V-Trans needs, which is the state's long-range transportation plan. Final applications are due August 3rd, and as part of the application process, endorsement of the MPO is required. I've included all 8 projects in the resolution 20-07. If anyone would like to remove a project, just please do so by motion. But I'll be glad to answer any questions, go back to any projects, or Mr. Taylor with VDOT is well knowledged on these.
Okay, that is great. Love to see these roundabouts. Blake, do you have anything you'd like to share, add, or Philip?
No,
At
I
this-
think they're all great projects myself.
At this time, Amber, I will let Phil know and anyone else that may be on the meeting today that's part of these localities that the portal's full application intake window, as far as when the portal opens for full application, was supposed to be this Monday. However, that has now been pushed back to the 9th. So we will see the portal open up next Tuesday for full applications. It is my understanding that August the 3rd will still be the deadline for those submissions. But outside of that, I think we have 8 great projects within the area. I know Rex mentioned numerous of these projects had been submitted in the past, and we undertook some value engineering to look at those projects that had been submitted that had not scored well enough to be funded. And we looked at ways that we could lower the cost while still providing the same benefit on those projects. And I think we were successful in that nature. So I'm hopeful to see these projects receive a higher score. I certainly don't know if any of these will be selected for funding, but I feel good about all 8 and more than welcome to answer any questions anyone may have on these projects.
Well, great. Well, thank you all, the staff and everyone behind the scenes for putting these together. Are there any other comments? Does anyone want to make a motion to accept all 8?
This is
Or-
Phil. I'll make a motion. Resolution 20-07.
Thank you, Phil. May I have a second?
Second. It's Bill Sora, second.
Thanks, Bill. Okay, motion and second in due order. At this time, I'll take a roll call vote on item number 7, which is resolution 20-07 for the 8 projects on the Virginia Smart Scale application for this year. Bill Sora,
Aye.
Philip McCall,
Aye.
Rhonda Sawyer,
Aye.
Blake Ayler.
Aye.
And I too agree. So that's everyone. The motion passed unanimously. Thank you, Rex, for putting that together. So, Rex, do you have any other matters to share?
No, Madam Chairman, I don't. Thank you, though.
Okay. Do we know when our next meeting will be?
It will be in August, and I'm assuming we'll be able to physically meet at that time.
Okay,
Madam Chair, if I could ask a question
absolutely.
to Blake, does he have an idea when exits 17 and 19 will begin?
As far as I know, on those projects, they're still on time with their current schedule. I will say, however, in regards to anything public hearing wise with FHWA, we are still searching out how those meetings can be done. Currently, they cannot be done by virtual public meeting, or we have not received approval to do so. However, I will say, I don't know if anyone has been out that way, but you will see that the hotel has been tore down.
Yes.
So that project is moving forward. So both of those, a project progress meeting yesterday, it is my knowledge that both of those are still on schedule from their original time frames.
Okay, thank you very much.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
this is Pam Kortenbrock with FHWA. I apologize for coming in a little bit late.
No, that's
Um,
great. Thank
I
you.
did not realize that Zoom had done an update, so I had to update before I was able to come in. So I appreciate the invitation. Y'all are not aware, but I had made a personal commitment to visit with everyone at least once, at board meetings to try to, because it's been a while since I've been out to your area, no question. And this was not exactly what I had in mind. However, if you'll allow me to participate in your board meeting and to say how much we appreciate the partnership with you. I know y'all have struggled a little bit with your partners on the Virginia side, trying to understand how to make all this virtual business work, and I appreciate your efforts in doing that, and I'm glad to see that that's been resolved, and so that we're able to have these conversations and continue the people's business that we are tasked with carrying out. So I know y'all are updating, or soon to start, Rex and your team as to updating your long range plan. We stand ready, obviously, always to assist you in any way that we can, because I think that's coming up in 2021. Rex, is that right? Yeah.
That is correct.
So So whatever assistance you need, or help or questions, let us know and we can assist you with that. I will, if you don't mind, I can address a little bit on the hearing side. So there's two separate things that FHWA is looking at, is having virtual meetings like this and how to allow for public participation and ensuring that we have an accountability and a transparency to our processes. When it comes to the public hearing, which is a more legal activity, that's where we've struggled a little bit on how to ensure that everyone that has an opportunity to participate in a hearing, a public hearing, has that opportunity. So I know that we're continuing to look at those, look at what options are and how we can address that. And this is an issue that is nationwide. It isn't just something that is affecting Tennessee or even the Bristol area. So we need to recognize that, what we do is going to have an impact from, everywhere, like I said, from Rhode Island to California. So we need to, so we're being thoughtful about that. And maybe if we can, the pandemic takes care a little bit of itself and we haven't delayed too much, but in the event that there are delays associated with that, we are, asking y'all to let us know what flexibilities you need, and we're looking at those carefully and closely. So thank you for letting Sean and I participate and your partnership and figuring out how to make this happen virtually.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the support. Well, I would be remiss if I didn't open the floor to Mr. Troy Ebert from TDOT. Do you have anything to share, some updates for us?
I think Rhonda had a couple of updates, but I just thank you for being here, Pam. Did want to say that, and thank you. Sean Santaye is with us as well. He's our Region 1 representative from Federal Highway. But I'll let Rhonda go ahead and move forward with the updates.
Thank you. As y'all know, the last meeting we had, Troy gave an overview of the interstate corridor studies. The study that has I-26 in our area, it has been completed, and the final report is on our website. So if anyone is interested in that, they can either contact myself or contact X, and we can get that link to you. The study that includes Interstate 81 is in the process. They are still taking the surveys up through July. So if you've not done the survey for that study, we would appreciate you to do so. And if you don't have that link, once again, you can contact myself or Rex, and we'll get that information to you. Also, we just wanted to touch briefly on the repaving project that TDOT has. We're just trying to be a little bit more transparent than we have in the past. And those communities that have projects going on, we will contact those communities with a letter explaining that project. We also will include a map. And if that project falls within the NPO area, we will also contact the NPO. We're just wanting to make sure that we coordinate well with the community, with the utilities. We don't want to have any disruptions. We don't want to ruin anyone's, parades or festivities or anything like that. And we'd also like to not pave a road and then have like a utility company come in and dig it up and then have to repave it. So we just want to reach out and coordinate a little bit better, I think, than we have in the past. That's all.
Well, that's good. Yes. For example, we have a multimodal grant in Blumpville, and the Blumpville Utility District had some trouble, but they finally repaired all of and upgraded our water lines on Highway 126 in Blumpville, which was a major undertaking. And then it was scheduled to be resurfaced, but I coordinated with TDOT to hold off on that paving schedule, even though the community wants it, but we're just going to tear it back up when we install our sidewalks and roundabouts. So that's just one example where communication and coordination is key, so we don't waste funds and then have to tear it up and redo it. So thanks, Rhonda, for that. Good information. Do you care, though, to just go ahead and send those links to Rex so he can distribute it by email to everyone on his list? We talked about this in more detail during the RPO meeting this week, and they put the links in the text or in the chat through Zoom. Well, that's not really easy for us to copy and paste while we're participating in a Zoom meeting. So if you don't mind, that would be great. And that way everyone has it.
Sure, I'll get that to Rex.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? Mike, do you have any updates for us?
No, not at this time. We're still moving forward with the State Route 126 projects, of course, in the right-of-way phase with that first one with Center Street to Cooks Valley Road. We're moving along with that. Of course, it's going to take quite some time to get the right-of-way acquired with that, but we are moving forward with that. And preliminary design has begun with the next section, east of Cooks Road to I-81. It's going to take some time.
Yeah. Well, we've been patient. That would be in the Kingsport MPO, but affects us all. So thank you.
Amber,
Yeah.
for 126, I talked to Right Away yesterday, and they have about 25 to 35% of the acquisition completed. But because of the pandemic, they can't go out and meet with people and make offers. So that's really slowed them down. That has been a major issue for them.
Yeah.
The other thing I needed to make sure that everyone is aware of, you all know old Preston Elliott used to work up here in Bristol once upon a time. Preston, of course, Preston has gone forward. He's done a lot of really great things. He has replaced Toksal Mashak and is now our chief deputy for TDOT long range planning. So I want to make sure everyone was aware of that. So you have some Bristol roots down there. In Nashville again, and of course he was at GNRC and he was with KCI. Did a lot of work with a lot of our folks in the region, specifically Region 1 with the MPOs. So I want to make sure everyone was very aware of that as well. And our long range planning director still has not been hired. That is open through the middle of June. And so hopefully maybe by July-ish sometime we'll have a replacement for Tanisha and or Larry.
Good luck with that. Thank you. Okay, Rex, do you have any other matters to share?
Oh, I will bring up one thing. Our East Cedar Street reconstruction project here in Bristol is going out to bid in July. That's a project, it's one of our TIP projects we've been working on for several years to say the least. But we finally approved for construction, so we're going out to bid on it next month. That's all I have.
Great. Thank you. All right. Well, if no one else has any comments, I don't see anything else in chat. So I really appreciate everyone for signing on and participating so we can move forward on these projects, and glad we were able to get quorum this way. So thank you all. I guess at this time, I'll ask for a motion for adjournment.
I move to adjourn.
Thank you, Rhonda.
I'll second.
Thank you, Philip. I have to take a roll call, I suppose. So I think Bill has left us. Philip, agreed to adjourn?
Yes.
Rhonda?
Yes.
Blake?
Yes.
And I do as well. Again, thank you all. Rex, thanks for all the information and putting this together. And also for your staff helping us get this set up. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to see you all. Thanks, Pam, for
you.
joining us, and Shane, everyone, Sean.
Thank you
Okay.
very much for having us.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks
Hopefully
everyone.
we'll get to meet in person soon.
Yes, ma'am. I look very much forward to doing that with y'all.
Wonderful.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, we'll
Thank
adjourn
you.
the meeting. Thanks, Shane, for